do 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 do. Hey there, Sojourn Kingdom kids. Do you notice anything different about me? I'm wearing a wedding dress. Well, sort of. I thought it was fitting to dress up for today's story because it takes place at a wedding. It makes me think back to the day that Pastor Jake and I were married. It was so lovely. In today's story, Jesus attended a wedding with his disciples, and we see his first miracle take place. Jesus' mom Mary was there too. I'm excited to talk more about this story, but first, I think we need a quick recap. Over the last few weeks, we have been talking about Jesus' time here on earth. Last week, we talked about Jesus continuing to walk out his Father's job here on earth. We learned how Jesus called 12 people, the disciples, to work alongside him. Jesus said he would teach Peter and Andrew how to be fishers of men. We are called to be fishers of men too. We talked about how we can do that by following him and making disciples. We can make disciples by being disciples. Remember, that can look like a lot of different things, but you can work on this by just doing what God says in his word. One of the things we've been working on is doing our job of honoring our parents and guardians. The more we learn and read God's word, the more we can learn to be like Jesus. So with that in mind, let's buckle up for today's story. It's time for Story Mode! Jesus and his disciples attended a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. At the wedding celebration, it was customary to have wine, which is a certain kind of drink, to serve to all the party guests. At this wedding party, the wine ran out. That was never a good thing when the people throwing the party ran out of wine. It could be really embarrassing to be throwing a party and not have enough food and drink for everyone. Jesus' mother said to Jesus, "They have no wine." Well, what does that have to do with us? Whatever he says to you, do it. Now, there were 6 stone water pots, which could hold up to about 30 gallons each. That's a lot of liquid. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the water pots with water." The servants filled them to the brim. Now pay attention here. What did the wedding run out of? Did they run out of water or wine? They ran out of wine, but Jesus had the servants fill the pots with water. I wonder what's going to happen. Jesus said, "Draw some out now and take it to the head waiter." So the servants took it to him. When the head waiter tasted the water, it had become wine. Jesus turned the water into wine. It was a miracle. Hold everything. We are getting an in today's story mode. Hold on, everyone. We seem to be getting some kind of disruption.
Greetings, friends! I'm sorry for the interference in today's story mode, but I just had to cut in and talk to you about this. I get so excited when I see Jesus do something so cool. Did you catch what just happened? Jesus turned water into wine. I mean, it was water, and then it just turned into wine. That's amazing! I am a genius in the fields of science and math, but I could never do that. But I can't do it for real, but I wanted to show you what it might have looked like. You see, here we have a giant bottle of water. I want you to watch as I pour this water into the giant pot. What happens to it? Okay, So I just take the water and pour it in. And I've added some little bit of food coloring at the bottom of this vase so that you can see it turn into... No, stop! Okay, listen, you guys are gonna have to finish the rest of the story. I have to clean this up. But just remember, Jesus turned water into wine, and it was a miracle! Oh, no, I gotta...
Oh, Scientist Jake. He can't help himself. Anyways, where were we? Oh, yes. So the servants took it to the head waiter. When the head waiter tasted the water, it had become wine. Jesus turned the water into wine, and it was a miracle. And not just any wine. It was like the best and most incredible wine ever. The head waiter didn't know where the wine had come from, but he called the bridegroom and said to him, "Every man serves the good wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink. But you have saved the best till now." What Jesus did here in Cana of Galilee was the first of the signs Jesus did, revealing his glory, and his disciples believed in him. Wow, what a great story! Scientist Jake was right. Jesus did perform a miracle. The wedding party had run out of drink for its guests, which could have been really embarrassing for the party host. But Jesus provided more. He provided more by turning water into wine. He didn't add a bunch of different ingredients to cook up wine real fast. God's power moved through Jesus, and the water changed from water to wine. Wow, that is what I want us to catch from the story today. There is so many good things we could take, but I want us to focus on this today. Jesus can provide for us all we need. He knows everything you need, and he is a good God who takes care of us. That doesn't mean we just get everything we want, but that does mean we can trust that he is faithful to take care of us no matter what is happening around us. Jesus provided wine for the party when he didn't have to. Like we said, it could have been embarrassing to run out of wine for the party host, but not only did Jesus provide wine for them when they needed it, he provided the best wine they had that whole party. God is a good God. Anytime you begin to get worried, I want you to remember this story and remember that we serve a good God who comes through for us. He is always with us, and he is here to take care of you. Thanks for another fun week, friends. See you soon.